discussion, sir?
Well, the kind of discussion you will expect between two very close friends, Nigeria and Cameroon. I brought a message as Special Envoy of the President of Nigeria to the Vice President of Nigeria, and the main message to reaffirm our friendship, our close ties, and the strong political, economic, cultural ties between the two countries, and our determination to continue to build on the strengths of that relationship. We believe that the future is very bright for the two countries deepening their relations. We have very dynamic populations on both Cameroon and on the Nigerian side. And of course, we have almost 4 million Nigerians living here very peacefully and doing well in the Cameroon economy. We have had evidence many times in the past that whenever Nigeria was going through difficulties, Cameroon has always been very supportive. And the President reaffirmed that today. What affects Nigeria affects Cameroon, and what affects Cameroon affects Nigeria. So I came, amongst many other things, to reassure the President that even though we are going through tough, challenging moments in Nigeria today, the Constitution is working very well. Our democracy has matured. I've been to the presidents of Ghana, Liberia, Togo, and Gambia with the same message, and of course, even a very special relationship with Cameroon, just across the border. They will need also to have this meeting with the President to give those assurances. And it was very friendly, very warm, as always, very supportive of Nigeria. And we all agreed again that the huge diplomatic success which the world continues to honor the two countries, Nigeria and Cameroon, where we handle the Pakasi challenge, the Green Tree Agreement. We all agreed that we will continue in that direction and build on the strengths of that huge success and make sure that there are no difficulties in realizing both the letter and the spirit of that agreement, so that all our people will live harmoniously, live in peace, and generally prosper. The one that is prosperity for both Cameroon and Nigeria, our people will be very happy, and that's what governments are there for. Governments are there to make the people prosper. The situation is one in which we are not underestimating at all the tough challenge we are going through. Our President is not in the country for medical reasons. There's some good news, of course, and that good news is that one is alive, two is conscious. That was shown by the fact that he spoke not too long ago to the BBC. And we, in all these challenges, the consensus on the part of both government and responsible popular opinion is that the Constitution should prevail. Now, the Constitution does not have any provision about the President handing over, especially if he's still conscious and he can still know what is happening around him. It's only an option if he chooses to. The position we have in government is that that choice should be left for him. He should not be stampeded into doing that. So much of what you hear or read about that the President has not handed over is more of a tactic being used by those who didn't want this President to be there in the first place, or who didn't want the PDP, which is the party in power, to be there. So they are using the President's health to play politics, which is unfortunate. Now, if for any reason the President is unable to continue, he loves Nigeria sufficiently enough, I can assure you, as someone who has worked closely with him, that he will put Nigeria before any personal interest. If that becomes necessary, he knows what to do. But for now, there's nothing in the Constitution which has been broken by the President, by the cabinet. We are following strictly the constitution, and the constitution is clear that when the president is not in the country, either by vacation or because of, as of now, ill health, there's no power vacuum, there's no leadership vacuum. The vice president functions, and this vice president is functioning fully on behalf of President Yar'Adua. That's precisely why I'm even here, because the vice president, on behalf of President Yar'Adua, sent me to be here. Nothing has been missed because the president is in the country. We had the challenge, as you know, of the Christmas Day terror suspect. Government was fully operational. The interagency meeting of security agencies were called by the vice president, and decisions were taken. We had this challenge in Jos riot. The vice president, on behalf of the president and commander-in-chief, sent troops to quell the challenge. So this is, of course, a situation we are unhappy about, because illness can affect anybody, but things are normal. Things are working very well, and we hope the president will recover quickly and come back to Nigeria. But there's no chaos in Nigeria, there's no crisis, there's no leadership vacuum. The constitution is working, the democracy is strong, and we thank the people of Cameroon for their concerns, and I'm sure that God will soon hear their prayers and that of other Nigerians who wish President Yar'Adua rapid recovery and safe travel back to Nigeria.